Today we're going to talk about the different roles that you will assign yourself when we do group work in class. Now, there are basically four. We have the facilitator, the timekeeper, the recorder, and the presenter. I'm going to go over to the function of each role in the group and take notes so you understand exactly what you're supposed to do, because you will take each role during the course of a class or over a period of several classes. First of all, the facilitator really acts as the leader of the group. He keeps the group on task. He quiets the group when necessary, and he asks for participation from each member of the group. Each member of the group will have a certain amount of time, limited of course, to make a contribution. He will make sure each person in the group of four contributes to answering the question. Now, he will stop interruptions. He will not let people butt in while someone is talking. And he will also stop distractions. And of course, none of you would do this, but somebody might want to pick up their cell phone, and rather than concentrating on what the group is doing, the facilitator keeps everybody on task and stops distractions like that. And then, when the time is up, each question will have a certain time limit. And when the time is up, he will tell everyone to be quiet and focus back on the front of the room, where the instructor will begin to do a class discussion. He will also keep the group quiet if I ask a presenter to come down and to present what the group has decided on. Then he will keep the group quiet so they can make a nice presentation without interruption. Now, the timekeeper keeps track of the time. So if you have 7 minutes to complete a task, and there are 4 of you, then obviously the timekeeper is going to give each person 1 minute. He will tell you when to begin, and he will give you about a 10-second warning so you can stop at the appropriate time and then move immediately on to the next person for their contribution. He also tells the group that we have about 1.5 minutes now to come to a consensus on the answer to the question that has been posed at the front of the class. Now, the timekeeper keeps everybody on time, and as soon as the 7 minutes is up, he tells the facilitator, time is up, we need to focus back on the front of the room. That's the job of the timekeeper. The recorder takes very thorough notes. He listens carefully to each person's contribution. He writes down the content of their contribution so there can be a discussion after each member has contributed. Then the group comes to a consensus, and the recorder will then write the final consensus on a board or a sheet of paper and present that when the instructor asks for it. The presenter then is the voice of the group. He shares the contributions of each member of the group with the instructor or with the class, as the case may be. He will need to understand the reasoning behind the content that each member has given. And then he will, if I ask you to come down, from a person to come down from your group, and we record this and publish it, then the presenter will be the one who will come down to the front of the class and present the answer that the group has come to a conclusion on. And that is the role of the presenter. So the facilitator keeps everyone on task. The timekeeper tells everyone when to start and when to stop. The recorder records what is said, and the presenter provides or is the voice of the group and tells or presents the reasoning of the group concerning the question that has been asked. So, what will happen after we do one question, if we have more than one question in the class, we will break up the groups, and you will take a different role in the second group or the third group, depending on how many questions that we ask. Now, if you will learn these skills, they will help you in your career, each one of these, and in your personal life. So these are the roles of the group work that we will be doing in class.